God, I hope I didn't just make a huge mistake. So today we're going to be focusing on the Honda Magna's carburetors. All right, I kind of have some of it taken apart, as you guys saw from the last video, but on this one we're actually going to take it apart a little bit further, and we're going to be doing a little bit more cleaning on this, a whole lot more of a deep clean, because I don't want to have to circle back Gensaki style on these carburetors and take them back out of the Magna so I can put them back in again. They're just a pain in the butt to take out and put back in. So I'd like to do this all in one hit, if you don't mind. Now, just for YouTube purposes, the music that you guys hear in the background, that cucaracha music, whatever, that's the guy next door. He's jamming out to whatever he's doing over there. But anyway, back to this. So today, I'm gonna have to take all this apart, and we're gonna do a really deep clean on all the ports and stuff inside of every one of these carburetors. But in order to get all these super clean, I went ahead and I bought a special part or a special tool just for this job, and it requires a solution or an all-purpose cleaner. So I'm gonna be using this Simple Green all-purpose cleaner and distilled water. I've already used it one time, and I did it to clean my gun, and my gun came out spotless, super duper clean, and it was amazing when it finished. And you're wondering, what did I use this with? Well, I went online and I went to Amazon and I bought a digital ultrasonic cleaner, guys. So what I'm going to do today, so this one here is made by VF. It is the 10 liter. It's not the 6 liter that you would find at Harbor Freight. The Harbor Freight ones were like 6 liter or 10 or 12 liter, something like that. One of them was really large, or actually no. This is a 10 liter, 6 liter, and 8 liter. Those are the only two available at Harbor Freight. But then I looked on Amazon and I found this one for $105 by VF, and it's a 10 liter. So it's bigger, better deal, does the same thing. I like the ball valve on this where you can drain whatever you need. I've already used it one time and it cleaned my gun perfectly. So anyway, today what I'm gonna do is actually disassemble this carburetor further. And I've never done this before, guys, so this is going to be a learning experience for me. I'm kind of seeing how it's going to come apart. I believe it's going to be this bolt that goes across here, one that goes across the center, and then another one that goes across all the way through here. So I think it's 3 of them that hold it all together. But before I take that apart, I have to separate it from this dish that's right here. So I'm gonna be starting up here. I'm gonna do like a quick little time lapse showing me taking all this apart, pulling these off, and hopefully I can separate all this with no problem. Now these fuel passageways, these tubes here, I believe they have O-rings that go on the inside. Now this is all from 2002, so chances are those O-rings might need to be replaced, and they need some attention. I don't have O-rings here with me. I left them at the house, but it's whatever. I'll take care of that later on whenever I get back home. My objective today is to clean the carburetors. Each one of these carburetors, I'm going to mark the position of where each one of these is set. I got to pull these needles out. I went online, I went to partzilla.com, and I ordered a new fuel line. So all of this fuel line that you see here, is going to be replaced. I'm getting rid of it, along with the big one that's inside here. But I bought a whole bunch of new parts for this, and a new fuel line for the bike. So I don't want to have to repeat this situation. I don't want to put myself in a bind where I might have some debris that goes from the tank through the fuel line and it finds its way back into my carburetors. I don't want to come back to this again. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and kind of start with putting this simple green in here. This is what was it, 1 to 5, a 5 to 1 ratio, I believe. I put this much simple green in 1 full bottle of distilled water, and it gives me this, and it works out pretty well. Now I've already used this once, which I'll be okay to use it again, but that's fine. But we're gonna put this in here, and I'm gonna get this thing heated up. It's got a heating element in it. I wish it didn't fizz up like that, but that's simple green for you. Man, that smells good. All right. I'm probably gonna take some more water and I'm gonna fill it up even higher so I can put, I'm gonna try to put 2 carburetors in at once. I'm hoping I can do that and kind of keep at least half of them together. I don't want to have to take it all apart, but if I have to, I will. But we're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. Oh, you got a power on the back, little power button. There we go. All right, 80 degrees Celsius. I read the instructions. It says to try to have it at 80 degrees Celsius, which I don't know what that conversion is, but I know it's just pretty warm. Let's see. I'll turn that on. That's gonna heat up the fluid that's inside. And then I have this thing set for 30-minute intervals. So right now I'm gonna let this heat up, get all the way to temperature. I'm also gonna put you guys on the time lapse really quick. We're gonna take all this apart, and then when that's done, this should be heated up by then, hopefully. And then we're gonna put them in here and let the ultrasonic cleaner do its job. On a little side note, I happened to find this thing in the trash the other day. There was no wheels on it. The power cord had been completely cut. There was nothing there. So I had some extra lawnmower wheels and the bolt that goes through those wheels. And I took this, I took this axle out, axle bolt, and then this is the extended bolt. It goes like this much further into it. I welded that together and I made this out of lawnmower wheels. And I had an old drop light that the light never worked. Or it wasn't bright enough. I think it wasn't bright enough. And I just cut it and put wire nuts on here, zip tied it to this, and then voila. Now I got myself a good shop fan. This is a big one too.
That's what she said?
I got 2 others. I got one that's up there, and then I got one in the back room, and they're identical. They're little, but now I got this big old shop fan. Loving it. So like I said, not everything that you find that's trash is trash. You can always bring it back if you know what you're doing. On a little side note, why I'm taking these off, I did damage them a little bit when I took them out the very first time, and I've already purchased 16 of these screws from Partzilla, so I will be I'm not going to be reusing those screws. I'm going to get new ones. I think this just like slides right in place. But anyway, these tabs are very, very easy to bend up. I mean, they're brass tabs. They're not difficult. and you don't have to lay them all the way over. You just got to get it straight up and down where you can actually access it. It's just, that's all you need. The last time I went to do this, and I was damn near stripping them, trying to get them off. So what I ended up doing was getting my impact screwdriver. I had to put it here and just tap it. And if you don't have an impact screwdriver, another thing that actually works is you can get like a small hammer or something, or get something fairly heavy, right? Let's just say this one's stuck. You want to get a good grip on this, and I'm pushing down, right, so that I don't strip it. Pushing down, and I'm also putting some tension in the loose, turning toward counterclockwise to loosen it. And as I do that, you just tap it and it comes free every time. Same thing here. I mean, all these are going to be easy to get off because I've already taken them off once. But remember, you push down, start turning, and tap, and you'll feel it break free. Every one of them. This one here. No, that one came loose. That one was good. And let's do this one. A little bit of tap, and that's all you need. There we go. And you'll feel it give. So if you ever have a screw that is stuck and you don't want to strip it, hit it with some, shock it if you can. Break the threads free. And that's pretty much how you take these out. It's super easy. Just like that. I'll get back to the time lapse. So I got those screws out, and whenever you go to take these velocity stacks out, they're going to be kind of difficult to get out. So you kind of have to coax them out, but eventually they'll come out as one unit, kind of like this, and later you can just rotate them, take them out. Try not to bend those tabs, but you can clean them if you need to. So we're just going to stick that and keep that all together. All right, when I took this out, I was looking at all these gaskets, and it looks like every one of these is right where it's supposed to be. So these are good. This side was good. I'm gonna be replacing it anyway because I bought a new carburetor kit for it, and all the gaskets came with it. So that is one thing I will be doing as well, is replacing these gaskets too. Even though these are brand new, I'm just replacing everything for all new, so I don't have to come back to this again. That's the objective. I don't want to have to be back here anytime soon, because once you finish taking care of this, and if you actually maintain the health of your bike, man, you're most likely never going to have this problem, or at least you won't have it for a long time. So anyway, there's that. Okay, that's not coming off easily. All right, so I got this off. One, two, And then 3. I hope I'm not making a mistake. Forget that spring. All these come apart. That linkage is connecting it. Holy crap, I can't believe I just did this. Holy crap. This linkage is still connecting it. God, I hope I didn't just make a huge mistake. I'm just gonna set that down. Set that here. This linkage is still connected. Little cotter pins, that's what they are. Okay. So, you know what? I wonder if this section here this whole section here could fit in there. That way I don't have to take it all apart, even though I want to. Oh, what a mess. I've got anxiety right now, guys. I really do. But it's gotta happen. I mean, I have to take this apart to clean it. It's gotta come apart. And then there's another one that was over here. Yep. Whew. It's a little scary. All right. Put a little bit of pressure and it pops right out. I don't know what this is for, but we're gonna clean it anyway. All right, so when I go to clean all this, I'm gonna do it in sections so that I know what came from where. That way I can keep everything as organized as possible. And right now it's sitting at 49 degrees Celsius. I'm asking for 80. The conversion for that, 80 degrees Celsius is 170 degrees Fahrenheit. So if 50 degrees Celsius, let's see what it is. No. So it's going to be we're sitting at, it shows, if that's 50 degrees Celsius, then that is 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's 122 degrees inside there. I took some of that fluid out so it would heat up faster. And then I took the rest of the bottle and I put it in the sun so the sun can heat that up a little bit quicker. So I'm gonna pour that in there and we can continue. So let me go ahead and fill that back up, and then we'll take the first carburetor and put it in there. Probably the first set of carburetors. And we'll carry on. But at first you guys can see what it looks like. I'll do some before and after pictures with my phone. But yeah, as you guys can see, they're pretty dirty. Let's see the plastic. That's an O-ring. That's an O-ring. I didn't know that was in there. All right, where this thing came out, if you guys are paying attention, guys, right inside here, that is an O-ring. That is an O-ring. Let me see if I can pull that out. I don't think I have an O-ring that small. Oh, shit balls. I mean, I could always put it back, but I'd rather not. Yep, that's an O-ring. We're gonna stick that right over here. And this other one had an O-ring. That O-ring is just bad. I bet this one's got it too. Yep. There's an O-ring in there too. You see how dirty this is though on the outer casing? I'm not even going to touch it. That's what that ultrasonic cleaner is for. Damn, there's another O-ring on that too. I don't know if I have O-rings for those. Interesting. I'm sure that this whole thing will fit inside there. That's why I got the big one. Yeah, it's got an O-ring right there, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. So let's go ahead. Yeah, you can feel it's kind of warm. Woo! We're about to cook. Oh, that bottle's nice and warm. That's good. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see what we got cooking, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna take the first one. Oh, hang on, I gotta take pictures. I gotta take pictures. Hang on, give me a minute. Let me take pictures of all these. Tell you what, let's go ahead and start with the dirtiest one, the one way back here. And I'll just set it in the tray. Or I can just do these two together. Yeah. I'll fill this up. That way both carburetors are completely submerged. Alright. It takes the full amount. Alright. And then oh, you guys probably can't see. Alright, so we're gonna set it for 30 minutes and away it goes. Oh, you already see it starting to work. Look at all them bubbles kicking up. Alright, I already took pictures of the before. It's hard to tell. I don't have my flashlight with me. Let me go get my flashlight real quick and I'll show you what's going on in there. I don't know if you guys can see. There's already debris and stuff getting kicked up. It's super cloudy in there too. It's hard to show you guys, but you can kind of see it's kind of murky. Real murky. Kind of cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and close this up. Let this sucker cook. And she's gonna be cooking for about 30 minutes. So I'll be back when this clock expires, and then we'll check to see our progress. I may have to dip it a second time, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Looks brand new. It looks brand new. I just took these out of the ultrasonic. I gotta clean all the gasket material out, but I think I'm okay. That. Perfect. And they're all like that. They're all clean. Got a little bit of the dirt here, but I'm fixing to wash it out or rinse it off with water. And the inside will look really good. So before I even get back to this stuff and put all these together, I do not have my O-rings here, and I need to replace these small ones right here. These small ones are what that component connects to. That requires an O-ring on it. So I'm gonna have to also clean those off pretty good. But man, I mean, just look at that. Look how clean that is, man. It's really pretty, actually. Check that out. This looks brand new, guys. It looks brand new. And the results, it's hot right now. You can see it's steaming. It was, what's the temperature? It says it is reading, I know you can't really see it with the light, so I'm gonna block the light. There you go. It says 74. But it stayed 80, 89, or 80, 79 majority of the time, which is good. And I guarantee that's what had a lot to do with it. This was clear, like emerald. It used to look like this, where it was green. You can see through it. Now, not a chance. Not a chance. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drain this, clean this out, and put it away, because I believe I am done with it for now. Let's go ahead and turn it off. There we go. And I think I'm pretty much done with all of this stuff for today, because I don't, like I said, I don't have my O-rings. There is that an O-ring? It is. It's a tiny little O-ring. But anyway, I think the O-rings I have are at home. If not, then I'll have to order some. But you got little O-rings on that. You got one, there's two, and then you got these big ones on either side. I think I need to go and order that from Partzilla. Yes, you got O-rings right there. There's another O-ring on the back side. See it right there. So gotta get that, plus those really tiny ones. See, that one's disfigured, so I can't put it back on. So for right now, this carburetor being all tore apart, I'm gonna have to leave it like this until I get my parts back. And I have everything all organized. In the new carburetor kit that I have, it's got new floats, new screws, new gaskets, all this, O-rings, yeah, certain O-rings. It's got new everything. So that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm keeping this organized, keeping it up here, and keeping things nice and tidy. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I mean, this is my first time using an ultrasonic cleaner, and I will definitely say worth the money. Okay, if you guys happen to have an extra $100 or so laying around, invest, guys. Get it. Remember, it's not the fact that you're purchasing an item like a toy or anything. You're actually investing in yourself. If you use something like this over and over and over, then yes, you're investing in yourself to keep using a tool that will help you make money in the future. For me, I'm going to be using this quite a bit because I rebuild generators, I work on motorcycles, I work on a lot of carburetors, and if somebody needs things like this cleaned, man, just reach out to me. I've got the materials, I've got the device, and I can get the job done the right way. But that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content of this video as much as I had making it. And until next time, y'all take it easy. I love you. Goodbye.